Alright, so I guess you guys can hear me now. So, what's up? My name is Vincent, Vincent Veek, maker of TriWing. I have a couple of updates for the people that have been following this. They're not the best updates, but they're going to be honest. So I'm going to start off and first apologize for my really ugly menu. I haven't touched up this part at all, so ignore my ugly menu. But I do want to talk to you guys about the development of the game, where it's headed, what I have planned, the roadmap, what's gone wrong, what have I done, etc. So I'm just going to jump right into it at first, and the first thing is just the overall development of the game and kind of where it's been in the last month or so. It's been a really rough road for me personally, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet and just say that I've been busy with life. So I haven't had as much time to develop this game, but it's been kind of back in full swing the last couple of weeks, and I've been working my butt off for it. For the people that don't know what this game is, I am just going to go ahead and demonstrate a couple of things here. So it's an action-based card game that you guys are pretty familiar with because you guys have played Battle Network. And essentially, I wanted to make a game that was based off of the combat system and more about PvP battles. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to hop into a game really quickly. I'm not going to play a full set or anything like that, but I'm just going to go ahead and show like what's been done. So I'm going to go ahead and make a match. I have my buddy Corey here in the background, and he's going to be my testing buddy. So Corey, if you want to hop in right now. And everything is going to be done live. There has been a lot of things that I'm working on right now that are completely new, so I'm expecting bugs, and we're probably going to see some stuff in real time. But essentially the way it works is that it's kind of mana-based, if you will. You have fuel on the bottom, and they each give you abilities to do different things, so you can spend your points accordingly. You can collect a card, which opens up more slots to draw into more cards. Managing has the ability to mulligan for the cost of some of your fuel, and discarding removes a card for you guys to, draw into more things. And you guys are pretty familiar with this. One of the things that I've been working on recently, and by recently I mean like I just finished it last night, is the ability to do auto attacks. So you guys are pretty familiar with like Mega Man gets like a Mega Buster, etc. But in my game, there aren't Navi customizers and there aren't like soul unisons and all that other stuff quite yet. I don't know if I'll ever do something like that, maybe or maybe not. And there isn't a fancy animation for this yet because again, I just made it last night. But you have the ability to switch auto attacks. Yes, it's pretty much like Magic. If Magic the Gathering met a Battle Network system, then this is effectively what you get. But the way the auto attacks are going to work is that, like, when you change, right now I have this pike, which you can see is... Can you guys see my mouse? I think you can. Right? Maybe? Can you? Yeah, cool. But like this guy over here, what it does is it'll change my auto attack. So if I do this, again, there's not a super fancy animation, unfortunately. But what it does is that if you guys notice up here, my bar changes. So this guy changes your auto into this pike. The pike does 10 damage plus however many autos you get. So the idea is that throughout the duration of the game, you ramp. So you can change your attack on the fly to the point of like you'll go from a cannon, you'll go from a sword. I'm gonna add fireballs into the game too. So people that have played games like Street Fighter, you guys gonna know about spacing and how that works. You guys can't see my mouse. Can you not see this little dude moving around? Maybe it looks kind of funny. It doesn't look like a normal mouse. If you can't see it, whoops. But I guess I'll try to do something else if you guys can't see it. But I have a custom cursor, so it might be. Oh, there was a lag to it. Uh-oh. Maybe I need to change a setting. Let me see. Alright, Gray is telling me to give it a sec. We'll imagine a mouse, thanks. I can change here. I might have to change my audio. Or not my audio, my video bitrate.
Oh, give me a moment. I have to. No, I need to refresh the stream on the system end.
Okay. I was like, I think we got it. The mouse is totally implied. Let's see. I guess we'll just wait on him then. But anyways, the gist of the auto attack is we're basically going to use it to ramp up the game. Basically, we're working on right now is I'm trying to get the flow of the game to be, I guess, around like a by doing so we had this auto attack system. Now, I'm kind of playing it out to see how it goes because there are a ton of cards that I want to show you guys that have not been completed yet. This kind of comes into... Oh, wait. Did it cut out now? Dang. It cut out.
Yeah, that was me attempting to reload
to restart it. Fair enough. Here, I'm going to try to... Well, one, can you guys see my mouse? And two, if I just move around, can you guys see me move around really quickly?
I think you might need to turn down your bitrate or check your CPU usage.
Alright. My CPU usage is fine. It might be the bitrate.
Because there's like nothing moving as far as frames go.
Alright.
It's like 1 frame every few seconds. Check the amount of frames that you're losing.
Let's see. Let me check my encoding again. Sorry, guys. Hold on.
It was fine when you weren't in the game, when I was in the test. So it's something afterward, I think.
Okay, hold on. Let me... I wonder if I can close my editor. Maybe I don't need that.
So yeah, check the frame loss and stuff.
I'm moving? Good, good. Hang on. Let's do this too. Let's get a pop-out shot. So I can close Twitch. Sorry guys. So, fun fact, I do all of my work on a laptop, so it's not the easiest thing as far as like CPU usage goes. Alright, I think that should do a good portion of it. What else can I close? Oops. Okay. Well, I'm not moving right now, so that should be... Unless, like... Yeah, it's a... Like, I'm working on a laptop. It's really interesting. Let me try changing my scale, too.
So it looks like you're not coming through Discord, so Corey can't hear you now.
Oh, really?
But I'm hearing you on stream.
Oh, interesting. Hang on. How about now? Maybe?
Yep, there you are.
Cool. Okay. Stream people, let me know how this is. Yeah, so it's an idle animation.
Yeah, it's very frame lossy.
Alright, so
you might need to scale down the stream itself and stop and restart it.
Alright, I did all that, so I just need to restart. Give me a second, guys.
It looks still frame lossy, either that or not. I'm seeing more frames than I was before, though.
Interesting.
So
I might try my normal. I might just try my normal OBS settings and then switch to that if that works for you guys. But yeah. unless that's not feasible.
Like, depending on if you're only supposed to see just maybe Corey can open up the stream. Probably should be in here anyway. Let me link that to you, Corey. And you see what we see and see if what your thoughts are.
I'm gonna try to lower my bitrate again. Sorry guys, I know this is not like the ideal way to showcase a game.
Oh, yeah, stream looks okay now.
What, does it?
Yeah, on my end. Let me check the... Okay. Yeah, looks okay now.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, he said no. That's not good. It's fine? Oh, it's fine? Okay, cool, it's fine. Diagonal movement? Yes, okay. So, let's talk about diagonal movement for a second. Technically, it is a feasible thing in my game to do diagonal movement. It originally started off as a quote-unquote bug, and we're like, holy crap, that's kind of interesting. So we're gonna try to keep it and see what happens. We figured out that that was the thing because my friends and I played with a fight stick, and we had octagonal gates. So we like moved over to the side and we did a diagonal thing. We're like, oh crap. So there is a long list of cards that I want to add into this game, and one of the things I actually want to talk to you guys about is what style cards and attacks do you want to see be implemented in the next few months to come. So let me know, like, and I'm gonna have a segment, like, fun fact of the mods here, this stream is not going to be super long because I don't have that much to showcase, but I do have a list of things that eventually we will talk about, and I want you guys to have your input in here because I have a good amount of ideas. I just want to hear your guys' thoughts, and I want to see what you guys want in the game, etc. So, back to this. So yeah, we've added auto attacks into the game. A lot of the other things that I've been working on have been mainly like tweaks and polishes. But if you look up here, basically, the more you add auto attacks, the stronger they get. You can change different things, etc. You want a corn shot? Why does everyone want corn moves? Stop. But no, I'm trying to think of what else did I do in recent memory. Actually, does this work now? Corey, do me a favor. Fire off an auto attack because I want to see if your bar refreshes. Sorry, I just hit you in the face. Okay, your bar does refresh. Other than that, I guess you guys are. I hate you, all of you guys in chat right now. But I don't know. I might make like a spoof cameo horn thing. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's. I'm trying to think. A lot of the things that I've implemented in recent time has just been to improve the flow of the game, a couple of mechanics. Yeah. So let me. I guess I was already there, but I should probably just try it again. But I don't know. There. Ow, shit. Alright, can I not curse? I can't curse. Sorry, guys. Wait, do I have a pike? I have a pike. Hey, Corey, come here. Hey, Corey, come here. Oh, I was joking. You're actually gonna come here. Thanks. But yeah, no, I make it really obvious. I don't know about that. We'll see. Anyways, let me go back to this menu, and I wish I should have changed this so that you guys can see it for more than 20 seconds. I wish I could like freeze an image, but essentially what happens here is you have a certain amount of fuel, which is like mana, that you can use to get different cards. The collect button will unlock a different slot for you. Manage will let you mulligan cards for the cost of some of your mana, and discard will remove things. I use mana and fuel interchangeably. It's obviously fuel points, but that's effectively how it works. The game is going to be played in rounds, so it's going to be a best of 3. Another thing that I've been working on lately is the EX system, which I didn't really get a chance to showcase during my initial run on my Kickstarter just because of time constraints. And unfortunately, to this portion, it's not fully complete either. One of the moves I was making right now, which kind of gave me some issues, was a move called Ring of Fire. And the gist of it was you were going to attack in a circular motion over here. So like it goes all around. The EX variant would go around the entire board and then burn an opponent as well. But that's essentially what that was going to be. Now, the way EX activates is a little different. Corey, if you want to beat the crap out of me, feel free. You need to get me down by 300 health, so you can just beat me up. And I'll just goof around here. So, here, I'll let Corey hit me real quick. Don't use the autos, Corey, because they're, like, super weak. I think the other attacks are really buffed, I hope. Otherwise, this might be a process. During my initial run of this, I had it so that some of the cards did like 300% damage, and that obviously was just for the sake of speed and time and efficiency. So Corey, if you can try to get me down that low. Don't use the autos, like use cards. Did you only use your auto attack?
I ran out of cards.
You're an idiot. Okay, here, let's disconnect and try it again, just so I can show. But yeah, my menu is like super ugly, so pardon me for that. As far as like a list of attacks go, I do have, again, quite a bit of things that I want to. I wish I can just show you guys right now. I'm hoping in the next month or so I can have it out. On that note, there are a couple of other things I do want to discuss in regards to, I guess, the current status of the game. A lot of you guys are probably wondering, like, hey, when's the alpha test coming? When's your website coming? And things like that. So I want to get all of those things answered as well. Am I going to include terrain changing cards like Battle Network? Yes, so I am. That's actually the next thing on my to-do list that I'm going to show you guys. Sorry, I was reading Wally's comment, but yeah. So one of the things that I am going to add right now, and it's the next on my list. So first, I want to get the auto attacks out of the way, and then I was gonna have terrain changing cards. I know uninitialized. It's only there because again, there's a lot of debugging that's going on. Corey, you gonna hit me? You gonna ow? Well, I guess you did your job. So anyways, actually that's enough. Do you have another card on you? Okay, well I didn't mean to use it. Actually, you can just use the auto. That's fine. So basically, this system that was supposed to go on was the EX system, and then I'll talk more about like terrain and all that other nonsense in a bit. But the EX system, basically the way it works is that you have a gauge that fills up every time you take up to 300 damage, and it caps out at 600. But what happens is, whenever you decide to use it, your character does this little animation, it uses up your meter. Your next attack will do 50, it'll do 50 extra damage, and then if it has a bonus move, like adding stun or changing different effects, I was thinking like something as simple as like a sword, where you'd have like normally it's like a wide sword animation to do like a wide sword and a long sword. Then that ring of fire that I mentioned before, I'm having one where you can like knock an opponent back, and then as far as knocking somebody back, you also steal some of their tiles as well if you're in EX mode. So it's going to be more than just adding a damage boost. The problem is if you get hit while you're in EX mode, Corey, if you want to hit me real quick, is that you get stunned in the process, and I physically cannot move until that's out of the way. So, can you wear silly hats? Most likely the answer will be yes, but don't expect that until the final release, which is probably not going to be until the middle or later down the road. Color options are definitely going to be in the game, for sure. I'm probably going to end up adding a color wheel so you guys can like choose your colors as you go. On the note of tile and terrain effects, yes, so let's just talk about all the things I actually want in this game, and I will rest assured that like this is all going to be a feasible thing, and they're going to come in waves. So the first thing I am working on right now are just your basic simple attacks. When the alpha rolls around, it's going to be... Yeah, I know. So the thing about the whole EX thing is that it's kind of... Okay, so when you're in EX mode, you take extra damage and it gets really jacked up, but like this, for the sake of tutorials, have been kind of messed up and it's really buggy. The EX mode and the auto attacks are still in the process of like being worked. So I spend probably 80% of my time debugging things. So the first run of things is going to be buggy. So it's like one of the things I need to work on. I don't even know if I can I could probably spam oops. Yeah, so like I could still do it, and I wasn't supposed to be able to do it. So that's going to be something that's going to be added onto my list of bugs, which you guys will see I have a big list. But no, the first wave of attacks that I'm going to be working on are more or less just like normal hitbox attacks. So they're the things like the swords, the cannons, like the AoE moves, etc. After that goes out of the way, we're going to work on terrain style effects. So things like breaking tiles, cracking tiles, using them as buffs, creating different objects and spawns. No, it's written in C#. But after that, I'm going to be working on like secrets and traps. So we're going to have other cards that are going to be things like if you get hit, like it'll auto trigger EX mode, and then there'll be like there's a little diamond thing that like lets you know like, hey, there's a secret on me, or like there's like a trap card. You guys are familiar with the anti-attacks, or pretty much like that. One of them will be to take like just when you get hit, it'll reduce the damage in half, and then like take a copy of that card so you can use it for yourself. I like this guy, what? Because I'm writing in C#. But yeah, no, I've got a list of things that I want planned out, and unfortunately, each card takes me a good amount of time to work on it, and then there's a bunch of bug fixing that comes with it. So it's a process, and I'm not here to like complain to you guys and tell you this because you know it's a process, but I want to let you know just honestly where I am with this game and what alpha will contain. So for the people that have backed this game, realistically, I wanted to get alpha out by the end of the year, but life kind of threw some stuff at me, so I am hoping to have it out by February. At that point, it's going to be playable with most of the bugs fixed. I'm going to say most because you guys are inevitably going to do your stuff and you're going to give me some crazy thing to figure out, and I'll be like, what the heck was that? I know, I have 2 weeks, that's not happening. But during this alpha, it's just going to be mainly play tests. You guys are going to tell me the pace of the game. We're going to talk about card balancing, what you want to see. Christmas is not coming this year. I tried my hardest. I tried so freaking hard to get it out as soon as I could, but reality just hit me and I couldn't do it, so I failed you guys. I'm sorry. But hopefully by again February is going to be the point where I'm going at. It's going to start off as PC only. Eventually, when beta rolls around, I'll have touch controls finished up. I started working on touch controls, but there's just a lot of things that need to be done before I finish that up. So it'll start on PC. After that, it'll go to Android and iOS. I've also decided that I'm not going to do a free-to-play system, and I'm just going to do a pay-to-play. For the people that have already backed the game, you guys will be given PC copies or mobile copies of your choice. For people that backed more, you'll be given a copy of everything, plus the ability to unlock everything immediately in the game, should you choose. Some people like that, some people don't. I'll probably be throwing in some more physical gifts as well. I have a bunch of decals being made, so those will be sent out in the next, I want to say 2 months. So that is essentially the gist of that. I'm trying to think, what else is there to talk about? I think I want to go over my bug list, if that's okay with you guys. Also, while I'm talking about this, I hope you guys, like, right now, I want you guys to tell me, like, what do you want in my game? Like, what do you want to see improved on? What do you like about it? What you don't like about it? This is your time to tell me, are we going to fight? We could fight, but right now I'm just kind of talking about stuff. I guess we should just fight first, and then you guys can just tell me what you like and what you don't like. Corey, do you want to restart then? Hit each other? Fine, we'll hit each other. Wow. If I curse, I'm sorry. Alright, he's just gonna go at it. Literally just gonna go at it. I don't even have any cards, dog. Alright. Yeah, it's all good. Corey, are you here, by the way? You can talk. Like, you're more than welcome to talk.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, dope. I was gonna say, I feel like half the fun of fighting you is like the shit talk that comes with it. Oh my god. Just burn all my
that's
cards.
why
yeah, I
myself.
That's fair. Okay, so we're also potty mouthed, so please just like flag us, like just let us know, dude, like stop cursing. We're gonna try not to. We're gonna try really hard not to curse. I just spammed like all of my cards. Oh shoot.
Well, it's one way to get new cards.
Right. Alright, I have the God Hand because there are no. Oh shh. I don't have a God Hand. I had. Oh shoot! Oh bug. You guys, we found a bug. I have hitboxes on me. I literally have hitboxes on me. Dude, you're gonna die just standing here. I can do that and kill you.
Well then.
Oh.
My family stream experience.
Alright, hang on. Guys, literally as I'm doing this, I'm writing a list of bugs because I haven't tested. Okay, so I haven't tested online play in like a month. So every time I add new.
Anymore.
Oh, you can't? Okay. Hang on. Every time I add something, I need to test it. So God mode engaged. Hang on, let me add that to my list of things. Hitbox stays on new round. What did I use? I used the pike last time to kill you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Noted. What else was there? EX I need to check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, EX check. We'll say EX output in check, just in case. Will I be including a tutorial with this game? Yes, definitely, because there's a lot in this game. So, yes. I'll be honest, the first tutorial that I'm going to be doing is going to be... Oh, okay, Corey, I posted a new game. The first tutorial that's going to be out is going to be a little more just like a simple, like, not a slideshow, but like, you know, you like click to go to the next page and you just read all that nonsense. During the beta, I have an interactive tutorial planned. So like, you know, like Mega Man like does like their own little interactive tutorial. I plan on doing that. And then I also want to have a training mode as well where you can like have access to every card in the game and then you can just kind of test out how things work. So we'll see how that goes as well.
It's telling me that I'm hosting the game and not you.
Oh, you are? I'll just join you then.
Alright.
Make us fight in that ours now. Great feature. Oh man. What
Did you see
happened?
me?
Oh, did you?
Yep.
I was gonna say I joined you and then like nothing came up.
Yeah,
Doing
you
it.
kicked me whenever you did that, so I'm restarting.
So okay, if you're gonna, I'll open the game then. So basically, originally it was going to be through just like unlocking credits and things, but during the alpha, you guys will have access to every single card because I want to see how things play out. No pun intended. And then during the beta and then all the other things. Oh, there we go. You didn't make a name. During the beta, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to add achievements slash like not quests, but I'm going to be doing things where you have to like if you want like a fire-based card, you'll have to do like X amount of like burn damage to somebody and then unlock it that way. I did not plan out my cards when I chose them like at all. You did not. You did not. Oh, okay. So I hate you for icing me. So one of the statuses in my game as well is the iced status. I did not plan these cards out. Holy crap. That's all I got. Okay. How am I gonna do this? I did not plan this out. No, nothing. So during the ice status, it's actually hard to talk for me when I play this game apparently. But during that status, what happens is you are unable to attack for X amount of seconds. It's one of the ways I'm implementing control in this game. So control to me is very important. Oh dang it, you're.
Yeah.
I don't even remember like which cards gave you like invincibility and which cards didn't, which is sad because it's my own game. But focus is basically you can slow your opponent down. So in Battle Network, there was the ability to use dimming cards, right? Like in my game, since that's not a thing, dang. Since dimming isn't a thing in my game because I wanted the game to be a little faster and a little more action-paced. When you focus somebody, your opponent's movement gets slowed down to 33% of their normal movement for 3 seconds. So it's your chance to either do a combo or to land a bigger hit. I plan on having attacks that have either a large startup or like a lag time. Yes, there will eventually be a beta. But basically during the initial... Ooh. Oh, dang. But that's what focus is. That was actually a pretty good showcase of it. But what was I talking about? Not just focusing. There was something else. Oh yeah. So eventually, I plan on having cards that have a startup time, and basically what that's going to do is, or there'll be like a lag, and either some moves will let you like EX to cancel that ridiculous startup lag, or there'll be like ending lag that you can just EX cancel out of. The idea is that you can focus, or you can utilize the EX ability to do so. So that's the plan. How'd you get hit by? I'm just gonna. This is a good time. This is a good time to utilize my autos. But let's try. Crap. That's not cool. Let's try that. I should not have used that. Okay, it's fine. Did you really just do it? Okay. Ow. Ow. I hate you, Corey. Alright. Corey, this is game. Oh, wait. Alright. There. Oh. Yeah, so the blue pips next to the OK button, that's the auto bar, and this is something that I literally just made last night, so I'm expecting things to go wrong. But every time you use one of these cards over here, it boosts the damage by 10, and it's a max at 50, so you can see how much your opponent has boosted themselves. One of the things I'm noticing about it, and this is going to be something that I planned on implementing a little bit later in the game anyway, was the ability to, like, oops. Oh shoot, he's got the God hitbox. I can't touch him, he's got the God hitbox! That's it. That's it, it's done. This game is over. I lose. Okay, so it's definitely with a pike. Here, Corey, just kill me. Just kill me. But yeah, every time I do an auto boost, I need to change it to like, I'm gonna have it so whenever someone attacks, like the name of the attack comes up so you guys know what's happening in real time. That was something I planned on adding. But yeah, it's effectively like a buster up, but the difference is you can change your buster move. So since there aren't like any kind of like crosses or like souls or anything like that, you guys will have the ability to use a card to change it and boost your attack at the same time. The one I wanted to add the most was a fireball, just because I'm a Street Fighter fan. I'm not good at the game by any means, but I just like watching it, and fireballs to me are important for spacing. But yeah, you'll have that ability to change things. Any intention for charge shots? Not necessarily. That's kind of this is basically the replacement for charge shots. I don't know if 50 damage is going to be enough. I don't know yet. All of the damage that you guys are going to see here is liable to change. So that's where the alpha comes into play. You guys will tell me what's balanced and what's not. What else was I going to talk about? There were a few things. So Hadouken cards. Yeah, there will actually be a fireball card. And it will be an auto attack, so you guys can just like spam fireballs. And you guys can play the lane game for those who play fighting games. Let me figure out, because again, my segment is not going to be that long, unfortunately, because there are, unfortunately, a lot of the flashy things that I really want to add takes up a ton of time, and my art department, which is one man plus me, is really they're tight. My art guy is expensive, and I prefer doing the art on my own. So all the flashy stuff I haven't really got a chance to add yet, which sucks. Thank you guys for understanding. Same goes for like sound effects. Sound effects, I have a bunch of them queued up, but I haven't programmed them in yet. Let's see, what else needs to be done before... So we talked about tile changes, talked about hitboxes, sound effects, auto attacks, touch controls we talked about. There will be a patching system. That's going to take a while too. Yes, there will indeed be a shield card. I thought about adding like a Star Force based shield, but then I thought, you know what, the shield in Star Force was kind of BS, so we're just going to make it a card to block. Actually, on that note, we can take a look here, and I'll take this time as like a Q&A, and you guys can see like some of the attacks I have planned. Just because I have something planned, it does not necessarily mean it's going to be a reality. If you guys want to see something that is not any of the Corn Shots or Corn Fiesta cards, let me know. But I have things kind of divvied up. We have like close quarter attacks. I think a lot of things that you guys prefer to see might be like here, maybe. But you guys can get an idea of like what's going on. Some of the things I am deriving off of Battle Network just because the pacing of the game is so fluid. But some of the things I am deriving off of Hearthstone because I play way too much Hearthstone. And then a couple of the other things are just from things that I hate you guys. Yes, the new alpha estimate is in February. The goal for December is to finish up my website. So I'm also releasing a website for this game. It's going to be my new blog spot for everything as well. I have the domain settled and everything, but the site isn't finished yet. And yeah. Yeah, shields are definitely going to be important and good for this. My prediction is that the first alpha test, because, oh, guys, the alpha tests are going to come in waves, by the way. Hey, hit me up on Discord, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Or tweet at me. Tweet at me at VeakXP, because Mowugi, I could honestly use it. That'd be dope. How much customization are you looking for outside of combat? So that's the thing that I'm not quite sure yet. This is where the alpha test is gonna play into effect, and I wanted to save this conversation for when the alpha hits, but let's just talk about it. So initially, it's going to be nothing but deck building. And my philosophy for deck building is kind of like Magic the Gathering Pokemon, where you have access to every single card as long as you can make it work. So I'm going to start off with that, and you guys are going to play the game and tell me, hey, this is totally busted, dude. What the heck were you thinking? Or, you know, like, this needs more diversity, or there are not enough control cards, and there are not enough tempo cards, and things like that. So, yes, the Chrono X run already happened. I'm sorry, man. But you guys will tell me that throughout the duration of the alpha, and then outside of that, I plan on having, I guess we can call them perks for now, because I don't know what else to call it. But there will be a point-based system where you can like add or remove different things that will cater your deck towards like offensive or defensive style gameplay, and then it'll up the fuel cost or lower the fuel cost. So that will be a thing in the future, but we're going to see. So for now, for all intents and purposes, we're just going to keep it at a very minimum outside of combat. Most of the game is just going to be like deck building, combat-based things for now. So cool, there's that. Again, the alpha will be done in phases, and then I hope to have like a patching system so you guys don't have to like re-download the game every single time. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. like a life leech card that only works. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna literally just copy this. If you guys have any ideas, I'm just gonna put it down here. And we'll call it, let's see, stream ideas. If I end up using one of these cards, I will 100% credit you, by the way. So, keep that in mind. But on that note, do you guys have any other questions for me? Is there anything you would like to see? That net deck option? So, yeah, I know. That was one of my, I guess we can call them interns. I had an intern for a little bit. It didn't, he was interesting. He came up with some really cool ideas. Their Boomerang will be replaced with a card I'm calling Ring of Fire, which is the one I talked about earlier. But yeah, I think that's it. Corbin, I know you have a ton of ideas. I owe you so much, by the way. Like, can I get a special shout out for SSB Mars? Because, like, I owe this man, like, my dedication, my motivation for keeping up with this game. Like, there is just so much. He just gives me, he's a glimmer of hope. And he just comes out at the most random times and he messages me on Discord like, hey man, how's it coming? And I'm like, you know what, for you, I'm gonna make it happen. Stun upgrade for the auto, but dang, I like that. That's great, actually. I can link you my Twitter, dude. I like that a lot, actually. That's pretty dope. And guys, another thing, so this whole project, thank you for the link. But no, this whole project is pretty much just a giant labor of love for me. Like, I'm just a fan of the whole Battle Network style of gameplay and just a Mega Man fan in general. I also pride myself in, is there a way to slow down gameplay to accommodate a playstyle? So that is where the new cards are going to come into. So a lot of the things that I'm working on right now. Okay, so when I play card games, I essentially break it down to 3 different styles of gameplay. There is aggro, there's mid-range, and then there's control. It's pretty obvious to figure out what aggro is in a game like Mega Man or a game like Tri-Wing. It's literally just how much damage can you put out with the fewest amount of cards, right? Super simple. Mid-range is a little different. It's like kind of a mix between like a tempo and a combo-based deck where you're kind of playing your own game and you're kind of seeing how the flow of the game goes. Control is how you're going to slow the game down. And by doing that, first was the iced status effect, because this was like an initial thought I had back when I first conceived of this game. The iced status effect was the first way to like slow your opponent down from spamming attacks too much. The second thing I'm going to add is going to be the ability to eventually like remove people's cards, which we'll see how that goes. There's going to be a bunch of different health buffs as well. There's going to be like a particle shield that will, for a set period of time, will like half the damage you take. The problem is I have to figure out a way to balance this with the different like aggressive cards. So that in conjunction with some of the other cards that we'll have for literal board control, where you can like take up certain spaces. I'm going to work on a bunch of different ways. There will be a weapon to push people back and forth. I'm having a card called Backstab, which is literally like a lance that like knocks you forward. I'm having like a punch that knocks people backwards. Knockback mechanics have been programmed in the game already, but I just didn't have any fancy animations to put it with anything. Like, I had that punch animation, but it wasn't properly configured to, like, it was made on an external program that I didn't use. So I had to find a way to rip the sprite and then like take each individual frame to put it into Unity. And it wasn't perfect, like some of the frames were off. So I haven't had a chance to put it in yet. Knockback is already in the game though, it just needs to be put into something. If there's going to be a money system, can the money be used to buy costumes that don't affect the game? I'm making the game pay to play, so like once you buy the game, you're pretty much done. At that point, everything is going to be unlock based, and I'm probably going to make the costume unlock based as well by doing like crazy achievements, like how there's like, I don't know, like win 100 games or something and you'll get a different thing. Well, I have randomly spawned stages for PvP. So, actually, let me get back to that one because I feel like there's some other things. Corbin, thank you for that. Like, it means a lot. I still feel like there are a hell of a lot of things that need to be done. I'm just going to leave this guy up so you guys can see this too. Oh, sure, we'll give that access. Why not? I'll just leave this here. But yeah, I know. Removing people's cards is going to be tough. But as far as like randomly spawned stages, one of the things that I really liked about Battle Network was the terrain interactability. But one of the things that I sometimes didn't care for was having terrains like randomly change and pop up. I am having different tile effects, so we will be getting like holy panels. We'll be getting like the lava / poison panels. We'll be getting panels that will heal you. We're gonna get like rock cubes. I'm gonna have turret drones that will like fire shots at you and stuff. So I'm gonna have all that stuff in there, and I'm gonna try to make them really low cost. So at that point, the idea is there will be terrain effects, but you have to do it yourself. So if you want to change the terrain, we'll have it so that, like, if you want to make a bunch of holy panels, you keep them there, and they're not going to go anywhere until you or your opponent changes something. Okay, yeah, single player. I didn't want to talk about single player because that is something that I didn't want to do until way in the future, like when this game is like established and done in like Q4 2017. Then I start single player. So if that's your idea of soon, cool. There will be a PvE mode. I have a lot of stuff planned. There will be multiple PvE modes. Well, at least 2. I'm not going to talk about them because that's not something until the game is done and fully released. That's why I was really upset with my little menu screen, because I haven't changed that menu screen in almost a year. So originally it was going to be like 50-50 PvP and PvE. Not anymore. So yes, there will be a PvE mode. It's not happening for a while. The game will be an executable file, and then it'll also be an APK / whatever iOS uses, but it will be an exe. A couple of other things that I plan on adding eventually. I'm gonna have a random mode where you guys both queue in and you both have 100% random decks. If I have some kind of ranked mode, which I'm not promising you, and there will 98% sure there will not be actual ranks or elo or anything like that. We'll see. But there will be a random mode where you can like queue into somebody and you both have like 100% random decks. I also want to have a draft / arena mode, so you guys will like... Is ISO a .dmg? I don't know. But there's also going to be eventually a mode where like you'll choose your own cards, and then like throughout a random set, and you'll go into people's games. I was working on a lobby system, and depending on how much free time, which is going to be way later down the road, we're going to call it arena for now. Arena mode is planned, but is not going to be confirmed, so that means like arena might not ever come out. But if I finish my lobby system and it's the way I want it to work, I might have an 8-player draft pool where you guys will like, there'll be like a pack of 10 cards, and then like you pick a card out of that, and then like you toss the other 9 to somebody else, and then like it'll keep going. Another mode that I want to have is going to be like a cage / crew match where it's like a 4v4, and then like you knock one guy out. Whatever health you have left, you take on the next guy, and then it's like last team surviving will win. That is something that I really want to happen, but I can't promise those. So those are 2 features we're not going to talk about right now. Okay, so just know that that's planned and it's in development, but it's not likely it's going to happen. Yes, there is indeed spectating. It's not polished yet, so like you can spectate random games, but I haven't fully made a way for people to spectate specific games quite yet. That will be probably in beta / final release, realistically the final release, which will most likely be in like summer / fall of 2017. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? There will eventually be avatar customization. There's definitely going to be color swaps and all that other nonsense. So like, as far as the elements and colors go, your color is just going to be cosmetic. So if there are going to be like style changes or souls and things like that, I'll probably have it like as a physical change, but we'll see. What else was I talking about? There's like so much I could talk about. I have so much stuff planned for this game. I just don't have the time to work on it. But yeah, so just going over everything and kind of how replay system. Probably not, because I don't know how to implement that. If we're going to be real with each other. I don't know how to do that, so grab your capture cards. That's something that I might look into when I'm like free, like when I'm done with this game and I want nothing to do with it. Maybe I'll look into replay systems, but don't expect one for now. Oh yeah, on that note, and this is a really important thing that I want to express to you guys. I am not rich nor intelligent enough to make a friend system, so there will not be like friends like joining and all that other nonsense. You're probably wondering, how the heck do I play with my friends? You have the option to like host the local game and like do all that IP port forwarding nonsense, but we're not even going to worry about that. You can type in a code over here, and it could be anything you want. So you can say like, I don't know, it could be like Strim, and then you can like find a match. This creates a private room that only the person with that code lets you join. So you can, if somebody types in Strim, they'll join your game. And then eventually I'm gonna have it so probably in beta when the entire game is done, like before you leave and go back to the main menu, you can like chat with somebody really quickly. So you can be like, oh, that was a good game, or like, hey, you suck. And then here's this code, rematch me, let me get a full set, best of 3, bruh. And then you do that. Well, I guess it'd be a game, but anyways, we're not doing that. Oh, Corey joined me. Corey, why'd you join me? Oh, well, anyways. But yeah, that's what I have planned. Just going in order of things. Alpha is going to be strictly playtesting. There isn't going to be too much in regards to like full features. It'll just be, here's a crap ton of cards that I have for the flow of the game. My specific alpha testers that have backed the game on Kickstarter, and possibly a handful of chosen people will get to play it. Let me know what you think, what you like, what we don't like. We're going to balance some cards out. I'm going to get your guys' feedback. And I'm really good about feedback, I feel, so I listen to everything. So we'll do that. And then afterwards, we will, that will be Alpha Test 1. Alpha Test 2 will be the whole rebalanced thing. And then after that will be the final Alpha Test, where we'll probably just goof around and have some fun. And then that will come beta. After that will be beta. Beta will be where I start adding some of the more serious features in. So I'll have like a fully dedicated tutorial. I'll have a practice mode. You'll have to unlock all of your cards. So you have to do like the achievements and all that other nonsense. All the beta testers will get it in as well. There'll be color changes. I think that's most of the stuff. In the next, hopefully by the end of the month, my website will be done, and I also have a Discord. It's not public yet, but honestly, stay on my Twitter and stay on my Kickstarter page, because that's where all the information is going to come from. I'll let you guys know when those are up. You guys will have more blog posts, and you guys can join my Discord. In that Discord, it's going to be 1 for finding games and 2 for feedback. But I think that is... Oh, you're dumb. No, Corey. Well, I mean, thanks. You joined my game, so that's cool. Like, you found my code. But I think that's like everything that I have to offer for this game. I'm not going to talk about PvE. So for everyone that wanted a PvE/RPG based game, unfortunately, I am not the game for you. I want to give everyone a sincere thank you for supporting this game and sharing it and taking just, yeah, it was a proof of concept, right? Yeah, I can do a couple more matches. It's fine, Corey, let's get it. I also want to give you the heads up that this, like, my matches aren't 100% what I want the game to be. Like, I'm upset because Corey, you can join my game, by the way. There are a lot of cards that are not in the game yet that will dictate the pace and the flow of everything. And because they're not in there, it's just like a melee fight, and I think that's really freaking lame. So, pardon the really, really rudimentary gameplay. It's not what I wanted to show off, which is why I was honestly kind of hesitant to like say yes to this, because I was like, guys, my flashy attacks aren't here yet. So in the next couple of months, we'll have some flashy attacks. Not gonna promise all of them, but we'll have some. Wow, this hand sucks. Wow, this hand really sucks. All right. You did not. You did not. Alright, well, Corey is clearly better at this than I am. Corey is just better at this game than I am. It's my own game. Please? Are you kidding me? I shuffled into the same card. It's fine. This is fine. How'd you get hit by that? Oh, no, please. No, please. No, please. Alright, Corey, I hate you. I'm not sending you pictures of my dog now. Thanks a lot, jerk. Also, guys, if you're wondering why I'm like super busy these days, I have the cutest dog in the history of history. Maybe not. You guys probably have your own cute dogs. Dogs are just cool. But yeah, we're not gonna talk about Doges. Spoiler alert, I got a Doge. How? Corey! I hate you. I planned that out so hard too. I was scheming, and you just took me out. That's fine. It's fine. This is fine. This is not fine. Corey, come here. This is not fine. Corey's gonna kill me. Yeah, so let me go over all of these, because Corey's inevitably going to kill me anyway. So the collect button opens up one of these slots for the next turn. 5 fuel is a lot, I've learned in my game, so we're not going to make it 5 in the future. But you can open up a slot, so the next turn you can open up more cards, and you can draw into more. Manage is a shuffle, and then discard removes a card for 1 extra fuel, and I have no time, I'm just going to grab cards. That's all I got. So that's what that does. If you aren't ready... Nope! Oh, I can move. Okay, that was a weird bug. I can still move! Okay, so status effects are bad. Let me go to my bug list. Oh, Corey's gonna kill me. Corey's gonna kill me. Here, okay. I'll write that bug later. Oh, crap. No, crap, I hit the wrong button! Okay, whatever. That's fine, we'll deal with that. But yeah, like, as you can see, like, my multiplayer tests are still kind of bug-ridden, so there is a lot of work I need to do. Again, 80% of the things I do are just bug testing, so... So, like, the ice status condition isn't being frozen, it's the inability to attack. How did you still get hit by that? Alright, this is free. God Pike. Oh, I missed. Alright, this is free, Corey. This is game. This is check. Yes, it opens up a lock. It doesn't sacrifice a card. It basically unlocks one of these slots. So if I do it like right now, it'll unlock that. Let's do that. Guys, I honestly wish I had more cards to show you. Like you guys have no idea how excited I am for this. Wow, this hand's terrible. That's fine. That'll work. That'll work. Oh shoot. How did you get on here? Oh no, bugs. Bugs everywhere. Alright, this is clearly a bug game. What's the no data on there? Oh, basically when you're out of cards that shows up and a placeholder image is supposed to be there, but yeah. Let's see, do that. I have so much bug fixing to do. Great! Wait, what's my auto? Oh, it's a cannon. Alright, is this game? This is game. This is game. JK, I lied. Now it's game. How are you alive? What happened? Okay, that's like the biggest bug. I don't even know what happened. Oh shoot, did my game freeze? I don't even know what happened. So yeah, as you can see, there are still some things that need to be fixed. Okay. Iframes? No, they weren't iframes. I think what happened was, okay, so it was a good setup, but two notes. Note number one is, I think I was working on hitboxes a couple nights ago, and I think I might have made like an infinite amount of hitboxes and gave them iframes. So maybe. Thing number two is I plan on having more knockback cards, so there will be a way to counter everything. So with every strategy I make, I plan on making a counter with it too. But as you guys can take a look back over here, I have quite a bit of bugs that need to be done. And these are like the low priority bugs too. So before the alpha comes out, all of these are... Actually, this one's done. And like, you can see I have some really weird ones too. I think that one's done. I'm going to keep that open. But all of these need to be cleared before the alpha rolls out. Now, realistically, is this doable? Sure. Is it going to take a while? Maybe. Again, I have a new schedule now, so I have the ability to work on this at least a minimum of 2 hours a day, probably more. The next couple of months are going to be hopefully the most explosive months I've had as far as development is concerned. But I know this is like 10 minutes early, but you mod peoples, if you guys want to go over to the next person, I think I've shown like everything I could. Again, guys, I really wish I had more content to show you, and I wish my game wasn't so buggy. But that's everything. Any final words for me before you guys go? Let me know. I thought I did this. I thought I did this one. Whatever. Words. Hey, I'm all for it. I plan on keeping up the word, guys. Honestly, you are all super supportive, and I'm not gonna put in the sheep. I guess Corey, you have played this a lot. Guys, I want it to be so much more. Look, I'll put some kind of corn card in there for you, but like when I make this corn card, I'm gonna make it so bad. No, I'm kidding. Also, one more final thing that I'm gonna talk about is like card philosophy. I want no card in my game to be bad. Like there are a lot of filler cards, and Battle Network makes sense because it's an RPG and you need bad cards to start with. Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering, they only do it for money, and that's not the intention of this game. So every card in my game will be viable. It won't be like an end-all be-all card or anything like that, but every card I plan on having it as like a viability thing. And we'll play around with nerfs and buffs, and we'll talk more about that later when Alpha 1 rolls around. But actually, Corbin, stay on your Discord, because I legit almost had you on here today to have you program and like test things, and you were gonna be my Corey for the day, but I didn't know if you were awake. So sorry. But yeah, sorry guys. Like I'm playing favorites now with SSB Mars. I'm sorry. Yeah, Corey's also my trailer maker. So, but yeah, I hope I answered everything. I guess I'll make a corn weapon. Hate you guys. Okay, but yeah, mod peoples, do you guys want to take it away? Should I stall for another like 8 minutes? What do you want me to do? I'll bug test the bug test. Thanks. Corey, how do you always... Oh, you got a game open already. I'm not going to play you. I'm not playing you. I'm not playing you. I want to fire off all 3 of these, but I'm not playing you. Also, another random feature in my game is that you can cycle cards. So, like, as you can see here, you can just, like, cycle these. So, just say no. Ow. Jerk. How do I get more cards? How so? Like, are you talking about, like, unlocking them in the future, or how you're making them, or any of that stuff? Sorry, that was kind of like a random, vague question. Yeah, I don't know. I really like that ability. So.
We're still getting a little bit ready.
Okay, that's cool.
Genesis up next.
That's fine. I can show
you. It looks like you're doing another fight right now.
Well, we were just goofing around.
They're trying to figure out audio balancing still.
That's fine. You guys take your time. Like, we're not.
Yeah.
I'm not putting the sheep. Stop with the sheep. It's not happening. Oh, Corey, you're muted. I thought it was me the whole time. Is there a taunt button? I thought about it, guys. I thought about adding, like, emotes just to be a jerk. Like, I thought... Because I thought about, what if, like... First I thought, okay, what if we can just straight up chat with people? And I thought, oh man, you guys are gonna be toxic. So I'm gonna put an end game chat. Like, when the whole round... Like, when the whole game is done, before you, before you leave, like, you'll have the ability to, like, just to chat with your opponent. So that's gonna be a thing. And then I thought about, like, what about, like, in-game emotes and stuff during... Oh, I'm slow-mo. I was like, what if I do, like, in-game emotes and stuff? And I thought about, like, what if, like, your character's, like, face could turn into a heart or something just to be an asshole? But then... We'll see, guys. We'll see. Yeah, face emotes. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. We'll play it by ear. Can I get a smiley face on my visor? You guys might. You might. Because I thought about it, too. And if you guys think it's a good idea, it has to be. Because that's how it works, right? Twitch chat's always right.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my gosh, that would be incredible. That guy, can you just be my new card designer? I love you. What's funny is my old name used to be That Guy XP, so we must be brothers. Look, you got 2 things on here.
Is he from the future?
Maybe he's from the past. Maybe he is me. I'm kidding. That's a very cute face. We'll see. Make a Craigasm card that heals you. I don't know about a Craigasm card, but I do have heal cards, so we'll see. Well, I'm doing a bunch of like different kind of heal effects. So there's like healing over time, healing panels, and then just like straight heals, each with different like warts. I want this game to be as interactive as possible. So like maybe not with damage, because damage is just damage, and hitting things really hard and making the camera shake is dope. But with everything else, like when it comes to healing, when it comes to like tile placement and like terrain changing and like spacing, I want it to be as interactive as possible. So I think Corey's just beating the crap out of me, and that's cool. I'll even help you, fam. Oh, no, you don't need help. Okay. You don't need help. You got it. You got it.
VeakXP.
I'm really happy I lowered the timer to 20 seconds, because 45 seconds was way too long.
It was so bad.
I want a taunt button now, guys. Maybe I'll just take a break and program a taunt button. Will there be any time freeze cards at all? No, there will not. That's where focus comes in. I am not having time freezing cards in my game, or dimming cards, or however you guys want to call them. Actually, Corey, can we showcase that real quick?
Which
focus?
ones?
Focus.
I don't have a focus.
I don't either, actually. Okay, I got one.
That works.
All right, cool. Do you have 2 cards? Do you have probably 2 of the same card?
Let me cycle to him really quick. All right,
Cool.
go.
All right, so here's his normal attack. What do you got? Just do it. Okay, so that's a normal, and then this is when he's focused. Oh, it didn't even come out. It didn't even
That's
come
how
out.
focused it was.
Dang.
I had the animation.
Did you? It might have been a syncing error. I was playing with a lot of the hitboxes, so some of the hitbox code is really weird right now. Here. Take 2? Do you have something? Oh, you did that. Okay, that works too, I guess. Ow. Oppose. Yeah, that guy. I actually have something like that planned. So that's going to be one of the next cards that's going to come out. Did the stream go choppy after that? Maybe we focused you too hard. It was so slow it didn't appear. I think they're planning something else. Like, I think my segment's pretty much over, guys. So we're just kind of hanging out and messing around for now. You can just kill me, dude. Just kill me, dog. F me up, fam. Mess me up, fam. Let's go. Let's get it. It's free.
We're
Yeah,
ready to
it's probably. Oh, you guys good?
switch. Yeah, so
All right. Awesome.
we'll
Well,
wrap it up. Post
well-
this one more time, and then we'll switch.
guys, we are out of here. Next time you see this game, hopefully I'm planning on 60% of the bugs to be fixed. I'm saying 60 because that's being pessimistic, but yeah, you guys will definitely hear more from me. If you guys want to know more about this, follow me on Twitter. There will be some stuff on Reddit. If you guys are on, eventually I'm gonna move out of Battle Network, but like I'm gonna be on Battle Network from time to time. I creep on Reddit like every day. You guys feel free to message me about anything, any ideas. I will keep you posted when the website is out. And I think that is everything. Yeah. Anyways, you guys have been beautiful. I'm going to bed because I'm tired. And I will see you. It's 2 here. I'll see you all later. Deuces.